What's going on, everyone? It's Brandon with JACOJE Fine Jewelry, your personal jeweler. What happened to the longer length chains? You just don't see them. At least I don't see as many of them being sold, worn. You guys get the point. I want to give my honest review on the longer length chains. With that being said, let's get started. Now, back when I was eating golden grams, not selling golden grams, the long chain lengths were very popular. You guys know the 90s rappers, you got the long chains, like the 34, 36 inches, things you don't even see anymore. That was the look right now. It turned into very short. We got choker style. We got people ordering 18-inch chains. They get it and it won't even fit around their neck, but they wanted a choker. They got the choker. They just realized that they didn't want that choker. So it kind of switched, and my personal opinion is the longer style lengths, the 26-inch, really through 30-inch. I don't carry anything above 30-inch. When I order chains, I maybe order 1 or 2 30-inch, a few more of the 26 inches. That's a little more popular, but the 30-inch, really what I want to focus on, is near extinct. It's kind of sad because I'm going to show you in these next clips what a longer chain can do for you. Now, why I really like the longer lengths is because one of the rules that I've talked about in a lot of videos, no matter if you're 2-chain and whatever you're doing, the more you have going on, the more it's gonna stand out. So a longer chain hangs lower, you just have more chain around the neck, it's gonna look better, and you gotta apply that. For me personally, I don't really like to stand out, but if I'm going to dinner and you know I have to be brave with JACOJE Fine Jewelry, I like going with a longer length, a 30-inch, because you just have more chain, and that's what the longer length is going to do for you. It's not as everyday as you think it would be. If you tuck it under, of course, then no one really notices. Depends on the style chain or whatever. But the also good thing you have, I paired the 7mm flat curve 30-inch with a nice standard line on a 1.5 Franco at a 26-inch length. So you have the 2-chain there when you really want to style up and then go with a few different chains. You could add the pendant, the 4-inch difference, no matter what lengths you're going. If you got 4 inches, usually that's the safe bet to have that type of separation that I love. And that's what you need. So the good thing with the 30-inch, you can go a little longer. You have more look to yourself and what you got going on. That's why we all noticed like the old school rappers with those huge rope chains and big pendants, because they were hanging low and they really stood out. And that's why we remember, me at least, you could definitely, it stands out more than the shorter chains do. And also, I've been talking about big chains, but you don't necessarily have to go that wide to pull off this look. Here is the 4mm 30-inch flat curve with a mini line on a 1.2mm diamond cut Franco. It's the same look. So if you don't want to be Mr. Big Chain, you don't necessarily have to be. You could still go with simple chains and achieve that overall layering look. So it's preference. I like to kind of work my way, go smaller when you're starting out, 20 inches, and then kind of go wider, because you kind of learn that you need to go a little thicker, maybe financial situations change, whatever it might be. Maybe you just don't like a chain overall. So kind of work your way from shorter to longer than when you get there. But it's good to have some of these lengths changed. But again, you don't have to go super heavy, super wide to pull off a 30-inch chain. The 4mm 30-inch with a small mini line still looks really good. And another factor that might be the reason why the 30-inch is kind of moved away, with gold prices going up, obviously there's a gram weight difference. Like I said, you have to pay for that look. Here is the 30-inch on the scale, and then I believe it was like a 22-inch on the scale. You guys do the math. There's a pretty big gram weight difference between the two, and that's really relative to what size chain, kind of your budget, and what you want to spend. So that's another thing. You can get a 20 or 22-inch chain and then maybe have some room to drop a pendant underneath that for the same price you would have spent on a 30-inch. I don't really directly say that's the reason, but it's just one reason. It's a reason I need to mention that I thought about in this video while making this video. So that could be another case, is just the price, the gram weight difference. But I think if you want to achieve the look, it is always worth, again for me, going up a size in width. And then if you want a longer chain, if that's the look that you want to go with, you save up and you go with that look if it's more comfortable for you. If that's just the chain look you want, we're all different and we all kind of want different things. So at the end of the day, I think both looks work. I think right now, of course, it's that shorter. It's that 20, that 22. I know a lot of people want to go with 18. Most of the times, in my experience, it doesn't work out too well. But the 20, 22, and 24 are very, very popular. I have to order so many 20s and 22s especially right now. Even 24 inches kind of getting like, it's a little too long. But I think those 3 lengths work the most. as well as a 30 inch. I'm fortunate enough to keep some 30 inches in my, I guess my personal collection, where I could wear them out, and if I want to go out and look really nice and drop a 26 inch pendant below that, it is a really nice look because you get all that gold chain look. Let me know your thoughts on the longer lengths, those 30 inches, if you like it, if you'd ever wear them, if you think they're gonna come back and the shorter chains are gonna go away. Let me know your thoughts below. Thank you for watching. That's it for today's video, and we will see you on our next jewelry video.